Okay, so let's work on these different signs that we use in mathematics. So those are equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Now, for example, let's start with equal to. It's a pretty simple concept. So whenever we have a number on the left hand side equal to a number on the right hand side, we can put equal to over there. So this 5 equal to 5, that just means whatever is in the left hand side equal to the number on the right hand side. 5 definitely equals to 5. Let's look at not equal to. Not equal to, the number on the left hand side will not be equal to the number on the right hand side. So 6 is not equal to 5. That's why we can write 6. The symbol not equal to equals 5. And 5 is not equal to 6 either. Let's look at greater than sign. So for example, let's look at 6 again. 6 is greater than 5. And that's how we would go about writing it. We know the number 6 is more than number 5, and this is a greater than symbol. It signifies that 6 is greater than the number 5. On the other hand, we can write 5 is less than 6, right? So the number 5 is less than 6, that's why we can write 5 is less than 6. Let's have a look at more than equal to. So we can also write the same thing over here. 6 is more than or equal to 5. This equal to just signifies that it's either equal or more. So if I are supposed to write, I can also write like this: 5 is more than or equal to 5. Because 5 is equal to 5, we can write more than or equal to. This condition satisfies. Over here, this condition also satisfied because 6 is actually more than 5 or equal to 5. In this case, the more than satisfies. Let's look at less than. 5 is less than 6. Similar concept. 5 is less than 6. We can just write less than or equal to. We can also write 5 is less than or equal to 5, because 5 equals 5, and we can just write that symbol over there. Now let's take the same concept and put it on a number line. So suppose we are told that x is greater than 3. How do we represent that in a number line? Let's write some numbers on the number line. Suppose this is 0, this is 1, 2, and 3. So if we are trying to say that x is more than 3, what we draw is a hollow circle on 3, and then we go on the right hand side, because x is more than 3, so all the numbers more than 3 are on the right hand side. Let's look at less than. How would we represent less than in a number line? Suppose x is less than 7. Okay, so again, let's write some numbers. Let's do 5 from 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Since it's less than 7, let's put a hollow line on 7 and then go left, because all the numbers less than 7 are on the left hand side. Now let's do the same exercise for greater than or equal to. So let's do x more than or equal to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now let's try to draw that. Since it's more than or equal to, instead of doing a hollow circle, we do a filled in circle. we do a filled in circle and then move towards right. The filled in circle signifies that this is the 3 itself is included. Over here the 3 was not included, that's why it was a hollow circle. Let's do the same thing for less than or equal to 7. So x is less than or equal to 7. I'll draw a similar number line over here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's try to represent that on a number line. We will do a filled in circle because it's less than or equal to, that means 7 is included, and then we move towards the left hand side. Okay, so that just represents that all the numbers less than or equal to 7. Let me just correct my 7 and write it a little bit better. Okay, so remember we talked about like decimal places, and then if for example we were given the number 4.5 and suppose we got to this point from 4.5 something, right? We had some number over here. If originally the number was 4.46, then if we were trying to do 1 decimal places, the number would become 4.5. Also, if we had the number 4.51, the number to 1 decimal places would be 4.5. So there is actually a range of number that can result into 4.5 for like the 4.5 into 1 decimal places. So how do we represent that in a number line? Let's try to draw some numbers first. Let's do 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7. Great. So now let's see. So as we mentioned, 4.5 is the number that we got from some number, right? So the least number that could get you to this point is 4.45. So that should be somewhere here, 4.45, right? I'll just write it over here, 4.45. Now this number should be included because 4.45 will result in 4.5. That's why we'll draw a circle, but a filled in circle, because 4.45 is included. Now what's the highest number that can result into 4.5? The highest number is 4.55, which should be here. I'll write it down, 4.55, right? But 4.55 is not included. It should be 4.54. That's why we draw a not filled in circle, right? A hollow circle. And then whatever number is in between these two will result in the number 4.5 for 1 decimal places, if we go from 2 decimal places to 1 decimal places. So fun fact about the topic of greater than or equal to. Recently Android phone has been crashing because of this wallpaper image, and like this could have been solved using like a less than equal to or greater than equal to condition. I'll leave a link of the article down below that explains more about the case, but basically what's the gist is usually in images there is RGB values. R is for red, G is for green, B is for blue, and each of these value usually ranges from 0 to 255. Now in one of the case what happened is somehow one of the values got over 255, so it was more than 255. So if they had a condition like if some suppose x is more than 255, then we do something like error handling this case. This problem would never have happened. Just a fun fact.